What up, nerds? My name is Leslie. Welcome to the Nerdy Narrative, a little channel I created in order to have a place to share with all of you about all of the things that I read. In today's episode of fun, I am going to show you all of the books that I have acquired during the month of November. Wait, what month are we in? Are we in November? Yes. It is early. I have only been up a short amount of time. Definitely have not had enough coffee. Oh, I meant to make some coffee before I came up today. Okay, well, let me just finish this and I will be making some more coffee. Without further ado, let's get into books that I have received recently. Now, this one is hilarious. So, when this package came in the mail, my husband was like, "Who is Leslie Nowak?" And that's exactly how it's addressed. I knew instantly who it was from. I knew that was from Daniel Barnett. He is the author of the Nightmareland Chronicles that you guys are probably sick to death of hearing about, unless you've read it and then you are agreeing with me how wonderful that series is. But he is in the process of moving, and you know how it is when you move. You start looking at everything, determining, do you really need to keep this? And he sent me a message and he said, "Hey, I found some first editions of my novel Longrieve. Would you like one?" And Longrieve is actually one I don't have yet. So I said, sure. So that's what he sent me. I've got one of his first editions. It's always exciting to read some of your earlier works of your favorite authors, especially when you meet them when they're at their best. And I met him at his best, at least currently. Nightmareland Chronicles is fantastic. Oh, he signed it. He put a little message in here and he signed it. Okay, that is so cute. Thank you so much, Daniel. I am so proud to have this one. Although Daniel's an author, I want all of his books, all editions of all covers. So I will also be getting the current cover that this one has. I am fairly positive that I know who it's from, and I am extremely excited for this. Yes! The Broken Binding. Thank you for the bookmark. If there's one thing to be said about the Broken Binding, it is they, without a doubt, have stellar packaging. They always wrap their books and they bind them together like that. It's so cute. I mean, and with as many orders as these guys are getting these days, that is just an amazing feat that they get them all wrapped. And they always look so well done. I love that sturdy paper they use. It really helps protect the books and shipping. Okay, that's the first one. I'm gonna go ahead and open its sequel. Or second book in the series, rather. I guess would be a more appropriate. These are just gorgeous. So what I have here is I have the first two books in Zach Argyle's Threadlight series. Oh my gosh. These are just gorgeous. These books are 100% cover buys. If nothing else, I would have bought these for the covers. The Broken Binding did this deal where they were doing numbered signed hardbacks, and I had to have them. I've been wanting them and I knew that I was going to be purchasing them. And when the Broken Binding was like, "Hey, here's what we're doing," I jumped on the opportunity. But look at the naked, just look at the naked hardback. I mean, how gorgeous is that? All right, let's take a look at how this, ooh. Oh, how cool is this? So it has a special page inserted that tells you what number, and they only did 50. I didn't know they were only doing 50 of these. So I have number 5 of 50. So Zach signed it and dated it, and then he wrote a little message next to it. Look how cool that is. Yeah. Treasures right here. Absolute treasures. Okay, let's see what the naked hardback of Stones of Light. Now, I haven't actually read Stones of Light yet. I've been waiting. Man, I just love these naked covers. And the back looks the same as the first one, but I just love how it looks like the title is written in handwriting. Oh, it's a different color. 5 of 50. So cool. That's awesome that they matched the set. Oh my gosh, these are just absolutely gorgeous. So well done, so well done. Great job on these, broken binding. And thank you so much to Zach for participating in that. I am stoked to have these beautiful books in my collection. And this probably won't matter to many people, but it does to me. The dust jacket is made out of a very thick material that is going to be extremely wear and tear resistant. I love that. That's a great attention to detail. These books just could not have been crafted any better. Just dust jackets are absolutely stunning. The naked hardback, equally stunning. I love the title pages and the different colors, and of course because they're signed, I'm just thrilled to have these in my collection. So you know how it is sometimes when you pick up a book. You might get it because it's on sale. You might get it because it's free for a limited time from the author. You might get it because you saw a review and it sounded really interesting to you. But you get it in like ebook or Audible where it's really easy to forget about it. Well, that happened to me recently. I was doing something. I think I was doing a readathon and I needed a specific type of book for a prompt. And I was looking through my Kindle. I think it was an indie readathon. That's what it was. The Indie Accords readathon that was hosted by Lana over at Lore and Lullabies. So I was looking through my Kindle for some indie reads for prompts and I came across Wallpaper by Chad Lutzky. I listened to that book. It was absolutely beautiful. The story was beautiful. The writing was phenomenal. And just like I did when I read my first Stephen Graham Jones book, I was like, okay, I need to get more books by this author on the schedule. So fast forward to a couple of weeks ago, I was in a live stream with Nikki over at Dark Between Pages and authors Michael Clark and Ross Jeffrey. And Chad was actually in the comments and I was talking about how much I enjoyed his book Wallpaper that I read. And after that live stream, he sent me an email and he said, hey, would you like some more Lutzky books? And I was like, absolutely. And for those of you who may not know, my favorite format to read is physically. I love the feel of the book in my hands. I love being able to tab and just sometimes go back to other chapters and reread certain bits that I feel tie into something special. And he sent me the very next book that was on my list to read by him of Foster Home and Flies. This one I have scheduled for either January or February, and I'm just absolutely looking forward to this one. A neglected 12-year-old boy does nothing to report the death of his mother in order to compete in a spelling bee. A tragic coming-of-age tale of horror and drama in the setting of a hot New Orleans summer. Oh man, this one's gonna take me back. I love New Orleans. I used to live 3 hours from there, so we would pop over there all the time for all manner of things because New Orleans got all the action that Jackson, Mississippi did not get. This one I first heard about from Brad Proctor when he read and reviewed it for his channel. I will link his review down below. And that's what put Chad on my radar originally, and that must have led to why I picked up Wallpaper. No, Nikki is who led me to Wallpaper. That's right. I remember now. I saw her review about it and I picked it up. So I'm going to put Nikki's review of Wallpaper down below. And so this third one is called Stirring the Sheets. I love the cover. I am trying to remember. Someone recently reviewed this book or talked about it. An elderly funeral home worker struggling with the loss of his wife finds an unnatural attraction to a corpse at work, resembling his late bride in her younger years. A story of desperation, loneliness, and letting go. Okay. You know, sometimes Amazon books don't have that paper and ink smell, but they have a minty fresh smell. Then I am not mad at. Thank you so much, Chad. I am looking forward to reading all three of these. Let's see what this one is. Actually, I know what this one is. It's from Waterstones. I have been anxiously awaiting it. I am so excited. All right, how do I get into this sucker? There we go. They went the extra mile on this one. I'm gonna have to keep the box. I will have to keep this box. If you haven't figured it out yet, this might help. It's got the map. Oh my gosh. Gondor is on the front. Yes. Oh, yes. Wow, it's so much bigger than I thought it was going to be. Oh man, it's got a cutout for the little thingy. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can see, but this is cut out on the front. It's got a nice cloth slipcase. What is that? Oh, I'm dropping stuff everywhere. Leaves from the Book of Mazrabul. Okay. Let's, that's cool. So it looks like it's got old writing on those. Okay. Had to smell them. That's just me. You know how some kids like put everything in their mouths? I smell stuff. That is so gorgeous. Wow, I am just... Dang, that's so pretty. All right. What is this? Oh, this is a big map that's on the slipcase. I don't know how much of it I can actually get in frame. That's cool. That might be really awesome to frame. Oh man. The King's Letter. This is one of the 3 facsimiles of the King's Letter, which was sent by Aragorn the Elisar to Sam, inviting him and his family to meet the king as he traveled north. The letter is in Tengwar in 2 columns, which translated. Oh man, I just love that. And then another, just another map. All right, so that one, this one is Middle Earth. The end of the 3rd age, so that's pretty neat. All right, let's just take a look. So this includes illustrations that are by the author. And here is Rivendell. Hopefully the camera will pick that up. Wow, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous bind up. I love that the chapter headings are all in red. Oh man, this is going to be... I really have had a hankering to reread the Lord of the Rings series, but I knew that I had pre-ordered this special edition, so I was kind of waiting on it. Because I just have old mass market paperbacks of the series, but I believe this is everything but The Hobbit. So, might just have to pick me up a pretty copy of The Hobbit to go with it. I am so proud of this. This is gorgeous, and I will be looking at this one all day. I did not get a single book this week. Well, no. Wait, well, I mean, I purchased some, but they haven't arrived yet. What I did get is not a book, but it's from a bookish friend. And I'm sure you probably noticed him on my shelf already. But guys, look how cute. I have a Stitch. He's the Build-A-Bear Stitch. I did not know these existed. I didn't. And he's so cute. I mean, he just looks perfect. He looks perfect. And this is from somebody who goes to Disney all the time. And I'll look at every piece of Stitch merchandise because I've been on the hunt. I wanted a Stitch. And I have a bunch of them, but they're Christmas Stitches for some reason. They're all Christmas Stitches. I just realized that. All of my plushes are Christmas Stitches. And I've been on the hunt for the perfect one, and I just hadn't found one because he always looked a little off. But this one looks like the movie animated character made into a plush. No changes, except that he's solid and you can hold him. And he's so perfectly sized and squishy. And this was from my friend Evie, and it was so funny. Because last weekend I was sitting around watching TV being a bum. And I got a text from Evie that said, hey, did you get something today? And I told Chris, I'm like, pause the movie. I got a message from somebody that says I need to go check the door. He looks at me and starts laughing. He goes, is that Evie? And I'm squinting at him like, what do you know that I don't? And he just laughed and laughed. But on my way to the door, I was like, well, he has met Evie. We all went out to dinner not too long ago. And he also knows that Evie spoils me rotten and sends me stuff all the time. And so I was like, well, maybe that's it. But then I was like, no, that laugh meant he was in on it. So she had actually asked if I had this one yet. And he told her no. And he's so cute. Yes. Stitchy is my new bestie. And he goes with me. And I made him a spot there so he can sit while I'm filming. So you guys can enjoy him too. First up, because I know what this one is. Pretty sure I know what this one is. And I've been anxiously awaiting it. There we go. Wow, that was packed in there like perfect size box. Oh, that smells wonderful. There's a little note. And of course, my copperfish bookmark. Enjoy, Leslie, and thank you. This is why we shop indie, folks. It just has that nice personal touch. Oh man, this one's chunkier than I thought it would be. Yay! Now I can get to reading that bad boy. Alright, next up. I think I know what this is. I think. Yay! Okay, so we have the final book in the Iconoclast series by Mike Shell. No cent, of course not. It's an Amazon book. This is a read-along that I'm doing with Andrew's Wizardly Reads over on the Wizardly Duo Discord. And my gosh, this cover is gorgeous. I think this cover is going to be my favorite of the three. That's beautiful. Also, a brick. Let's see. You do not smell good. This is Along the Saltwise Sea by A. Deborah Baker. If you're not aware, that is Shauna Maguire. This is a series. I didn't know it was a series. So, Middle Game. In Middle Game, there are, at the beginning of every chapter, there are excerpts taken from a children's book. And when she wrote Middle Game, that book did not exist. But afterwards, she did publish that book called Over the Woodward Wall under the name A. Deborah Baker. Recently, I saw Angela talking about the sequel over on her channel, Literature Science Alliance, and I instantly went and ordered this book because I did not know it existed. I have not read Over the Woodward Wall, but I am planning to very soon because the sequel to Middle Game called Seasonal Fears comes out next year and I really want to read that. So I'm going to reread Middle Game plus this little series. And then the final box, which I am pretty sure is a pre-order. Yes. Okay. Let's see how you look. I was hoping they would make this one as pretty as they did the first book in the series. The pages are bound weird. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm gonna put that up there. But you can see how some of the pages are in and some of them aren't. So I am not excited about the quality of this book at all. The first book in the series, they totally hooked us all because the pages were blue on the edges and the little chapters that are the memory chapters that are put throughout the book were also lined in blue. So the first one, they hooked us. Oh, okay, well that's pretty. This one's white with the red foil. But this one is called Lesser Evil. It is the third book of the Thrawn Ascendancy trilogy. I loved book 1. Book 2 was boring and unnecessary. So now we're going to find out if Timothy Zahn can redeem this trilogy for me with book 3. I'll keep you posted. And that will conclude all of the books that I have either purchased or received in the month of November. Did you see any here that you're interested in? Are there any that you've read that you're excited that I'm going to be reading soon? What about reviews? Are any of these books you're interested in a review for? Or if they're in a series, you would like to hear more about the series before deciding if you want to take the plunge? Guys, let me know in those comments down below and I will do my very best to get you taken care of. As always, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed it. Guys, have a fantastic rest of your day and I will see you in the next one.